Hey, good morning, folks. It's December 18th, Saturday morning here in Mobile, Alabama. We had a little bit of a heavy rain come through last night. Luckily, for the Mirliton vine, this appears to be the only issue so far. Although I have a truck parked nearby that had a big branch fall on it, and I'm dealing with a couple of broken windows now, so that's going to be fun. But anyway, we're here to talk about Mirliton. So the temperature for the next week is looking to be really good. So I've got a lot of these that I left on the vine just because of the fact that I'm going to be doing some cooking today once I cover up the broken windows. And after I do that, just getting ready for the Christmas time. So we'll just do a brief survey. Like I said, you can see a lot of new growth here. The weather predictions for the next week are supposed to be, pretty good. See one they're hiding in there that I hadn't seen before. So it looks like I should have the Mirliton vine going well into Christmas, and not just Christmas. Excuse me, New Year's. And so I'll show you probably next week some of the Mirliton soup and Mirliton crab and shrimp casserole I'll be making. So I do want to take this moment to appreciate everybody who has viewed my videos over the past year and the past several years, and have taken the time to give them a like and a thumbs up and share them and subscribe. That has meant a lot to me, and that's why I keep doing this every Saturday during Mirliton season, hoping that it'll provide you with some information that will be useful to you in your growing experiences. We also had a very successful campaign with the lady out of out of Mississippi, who had the heirloom whites. We're still trying to track down what the source is for that, but we will persevere and see what we can find out. But she has distributed over 400 Mirliton, so that's going to mean 400 heirlooms, maybe not 400 new vines, but it's going to be a number of new vines. I'll have a couple here that I've got some designated growers that will be getting them. So hopefully this will be a new variety that'll be out there. They weigh about 1.5 pounds. I took the ad down because she's all out of them. So, and also Mr. J. Thibodeau, who was able to get us some of the Israel Thibodeaus out, he had a very successful campaign as well. So anyway, appreciate all their efforts, and we'll see what else we got going on here. Let's see the back end. I got these I need to pick. It's really pleasantly plump. We've had a couple more that have fallen this week. You see we still got a few male flowers out there, so that's going to be something to, I don't know whether I'll really get any more new growth at this point. It kind of also begs the question of how long do I want to leave the Mirlitons on or the vine up? Because even if I don't get a freeze, I think it's still, there's arguments on whether it's better to keep the vine going if you can through the winter and then get a good start in the spring, or I don't know whether it's like some of the citrus trees around here. They put on heavy and then they don't put on as much the next year. So not positive. The jury's still out on that one. So I'll think about that and let you know. Yeah, so I'm going to start having to definitely pick these because you can see they're starting to get the little, I don't know if they call them lentils or whatever they call them on the side, but they start getting a little old or aged, which I think the longer you leave them on, you might be a little more fibrous with respect to eating, which when you boil them and you can kind of pull out anything that might be fibrous. But we're going to go in and check the ones that have been growing or sprouting up underneath. Like I said, still getting some females and males. At some point the temperature is really going to drop down so much that it's not going to be worth trying to protect it from the standpoint of covering it. What I'll recommend doing at that point is, like I said, I'll be cutting it back. And that's just the other thing too about cutting it back. If you cut it back and you protect it and leave enough so it's growing, at least it's easier to maintain over the winter. That way if you get any bad branches falling or cold weather or something, you don't have to worry about it destroying a vigorous vine. And quite honestly, about by the end of December, they really don't produce much more. So you'll usually see maybe a spring crop. So as I pick these a little bit, I'll determine whether or not there's enough potential to leave it beyond the New Year's. But like I said, I'll probably just wait till the prompt of getting the first freeze to really let me know what I want to do. So we got here one that I covered 3 weeks ago, and you can see this shoot has really taken off. That's at least 6-8 inches. And here's another one, not quite as long, but it's putting on the leaves. So it doesn't take long for these things to start sprouting, especially when you got them in a cool, dark place. Well, folks, I hadn't counted it yet, but as you can see, I got a sack full of Mirliton. I'm going to venture to guess there's probably 2 dozen in there. I'll give you an official count later. But anyway, a lot of those were kind of past needing to be picked. You can see I already got some roots starting on the bottom of that. So last week would have been better to pick it. Like I said, they're still good to eat. It's just that they'll start to get a little tougher. So I'll save a few of these to sprout, maybe make available to some mobile growers, and the rest I'll prepare, hopefully pickled. So what you'll end up finding out is that, like I said, I mean, it'll keep producing. I still have probably about another 6 on there, so that'll be good. Once again, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, or send them to me at rpcajun2r@gmail.com. Please check out Dr. Hill's Mirliton.org, mirliton.org. Still don't have any updated pronunciation videos, so I'm kind of sad about that, but still trying to ask people for it. It's a busy time of year, so maybe in the new year we'll be fortunate enough to get some more. Also check out my Facebook page, Mirliton Man of Mobile, and please like and subscribe to this video, or subscribe to this channel, David J. Hubbell, on YouTube, and give it a share to your Mirliton loving friends. I appreciate it, and I hope y'all all have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you next week.